Good morning. Welcome to Unity of Hagerstown on this very warm morning. We're so glad you're here with us today. You might want to stand up on this, whatever you're comfortable with. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, God loves you and I love you too. Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and sing this with me. We come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together, we come together in the name of love. Now look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize the God in you. Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and sing this with me. We come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, we come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, from every walk of life, every creed and color, and then should reunite, oh, in honor of the God in each other, yeah. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, namaste, I bow to you. Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and sing this with me. We come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, we come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, we come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love.
Here we go. God bless her lungs. Yes, we certainly appreciate Brent and Patty for sure and leading us in that song. Welcome to Unity of Hagerstown, my friends. So glad that you're here. We're hoping that we're going to stay cool here all day long, right? Well, maybe not here all day long, but stay cool all day long and for the rest of this heat advisory. For those watching online, we appreciate you so much. And I'm going to invite you to put a comment in the comment section because we'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much. We have a quote here for our day today. For the only God you and I will ever know is the one we embody, by Ernest Holmes. Isn't that a great quote? I love that quote. Let's go ahead and begin our service with an opening prayer. I invite you to settle in. Close your eyes if you're comfortable doing so. There's no reason to other than not to get distracted by what's going on around us. There's no rule that we have to, but if you're comfortable doing it and want to, go right ahead. Letting go of any thoughts of limitation, letting go of any thoughts of fear, letting go of any worry or concern about the current events. We become fully present here and now. We come together in the name of love we come together in this one power, one presence of which we are a part that moves through us as us. And we take a moment to open our hearts to a greater embodiment of this power, this presence, this love. We open our minds to a more expansive vision of this power, this presence, this love, moving through us as us. And so it is. Amen. Sorry, it's a little hot, a little warm. If you will join me in our vision statement together, guided by Spirit within, we are joyfully united in unconditional love, honoring the divine in awe, radiating the message of unity to the world. And our mission statement. Unity of Hagerstown, a welcoming community, embraces spiritual awakening through affirmative prayer and meditation, creating a positive path of abundant living for all. And now we have the reading of the Daily Word with Mr. Jay Vanette.
Good morning. The overarching word today is guidance. If I am feeling lost or do not know which way to turn, I take comfort in knowing I can pray and bring my awareness to my connection with God. Whenever I am on my spiritual journey, I receive divine guidance continually, and it is up to me to heed it. Divine guidance does me little good if I doubt it or feel too hesitant to act upon it. I commit to remaining open and receptive as I receive my guidance. Even if the call of my heart surprises me, even if I doubt I can do what I am being called to do, I trust the small, still voice within. I affirm I am divinely guided and faith-filled. The reading is from Isaiah 58:11. The Lord will guide you continually and satisfy your needs in parched places, and make your bones strong. And you shall be like a watered garden, like a spring of water, whose waters never fail. And we say the affirmation there together. With an open heart and mind, I heed divine guidance. Let that settle into your heart space for a moment. And again. With an open heart and mind, I heed divine guidance.
Thank you, Jay. We have an opportunity to greet one another. We are a welcoming community. Now's the time to put it into practice. I invite you to greet each other, old friends, new friends, people you haven't met yet, people you may not know well. And if you want to say hello to our virtual friends, you'd have to move here, I think. Okay, or somewhere close to here, and just wave. Okay, let's greet each other.
I welcome all creation with the highest vibration. I welcome all creation with the highest vibration. Namaste, 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 namaste. And there is no separation. We are all one with with creation, and there is no separation. We are all one with creation. Namaste, 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 namaste.
Thank you so much. Beautiful, beautiful. Whew. Okay. So you may know that I went out to Unity Village last week. Unity Village is located outside of Kansas City. It's 1,200 acres. Beautiful campus if you ever get the opportunity to go there. They have, I think it's probably one of the largest outdoor labyrinths in the, maybe not in the country, but it's close. It's huge, it's beautiful, it's new, and other wonderful things that you can just invite you to go within and be centered. There's also kind of a palpable energy from all the prayers in that have happened there on that campus. It's really pretty amazing. It's also quite beautiful. I think I went over it. There we go. There's a picture of the fountains. It's not the highest quality. It's one I took. Okay. Yeah. And then these are this is some of the architecture. The Fillmore's son did the design of the campus, and he was really enamored of like a Mediterranean style, so you can kind of see that in a couple of the buildings there. But while I was there, I was really blessed to be able to listen to some really good speakers, and just very inspiring. And I began to notice that the ones that were really resonating with me all had a common theme. Go figure, right? And so I thought that I would share some of their talking points with you today, as well as my own thoughts, okay? So one of the most astounding and inspirational speakers I heard was Reverend Nancy Mercurio, who serves at Unity of Tampa. This is a picture of their church. And she recounted her experience at Unity of Tampa. She's been there for about 5 years now, I think. Previous to that, during the pandemic, the congregation had to let the minister at the time go, and they started using guest speakers. But by the fall of 2020, the congregation had shrunk to just 12 people, and things were looking pretty grim. They sold their building at the time, and they did reopen according to the COVID-19 guidelines, and they decided that, I believe Nancy was one of the guest speakers, they decided to offer her the position of a minister. And she had attended Unity of Tampa back in the 90s, so she had a big soft spot in her heart for this congregation, this community, and she said yes. Now, she did not get paid through her choice for the first couple years while the church was rebuilding. And her goal was to move the congregation from a minister-centric community in which the minister, they were looking at her to help save them, to fix things, right? She wanted to move them to a mission-centric community in which the mission was the guiding light. The question would be asked, does this align with our mission, with every event, every group? So, within 5 years, the congregation grew to over 100 attendees. Yeah, and with a thriving youth ed department. And I'm like, wow, this is great. So their guiding light, as I said, was the mission statement. I just wanted to share that with you. We are a thriving spiritual community that embraces diversity and inspires spiritual growth by living unity principles. So every step of the way, they asked, are we living these principles that we teach, right? Are we embracing diversity? Are we really and truly a welcoming community? Are we holding thoughts of prosperity so that we thrive? This is the power of a mission statement. The community understood that they needed to shift things in their thinking and in their actions. They needed to embrace change in their lives in order to fulfill that mission statement, to bring in their vision statement, which I didn't share today. But they're doing wonderfully well. Now, let's go back about 3,000 years to another community that knew that may not have understood that they needed to embrace change, but ultimately did. When Moses led the Exodus out of Egypt, the Israelites really had to change in order to arrive at the promised land, right? They wandered for 40 years in the wilderness. Metaphysically, 40 is as long as it takes. As long as it takes until they were ready to change their thoughts, change their lives, change their actions. I'm sure they had a vision of the promised land, a land of milk and honey. What does that conjure up for folks? Maybe plenty, abundance, ease, right? Land of milk and honey. So they had this vision in their mind, but maybe they lost track of it at times. Maybe they had to learn to align their actions and their thoughts with that vision, to live that vision as if they're already living in ease, as if they're already living in plenty. Maybe they had to change from complaining, which the scriptures show that they did a lot, into embracing the journey. Part of the change may have been when Moses brought down the 10 Commandments, right? Change in behavior, change in thought as well, honoring our parents, not stealing or killing anybody. It's kind of a low bar, but hey, times were rough back then. So perhaps their change had to do with deepening their faith in their supply. They were provided manna from heaven, if you know the story, right? Maybe they had to learn appreciation for that. 40 years of the same thing to eat might make one not appreciate it, but it was given to them. So they had to learn a new way. Richard Rohr tells us the great traditions always call people on a journey of faith to keep changing. There's no other way this human personality can open up to all that God is asking of us. might maybe reframe that, not God asking it of us, but that God potential within us, waiting to be expressed, my friends. Yeah. Okay, so on to another message from the village that really rang true for me as well. And it came from Reverend Evan Coleman, who serves at Unity of Lincoln in Nebraska. And he stated, I don't know how to change the world. And I'm like, wait a second, isn't that what our principles teach us? How to change the world? Don't we change the world through prayer, through service? Isn't that what we're invited to do? But then he went on to explain, I don't know how to change the world, but I can change my world. When we look at the events of the day, it may definitely seem overwhelming. All the problems of the world, all the chaos. In our own lives, it may feel overwhelming. But when we broaden that perspective to everything that's going on, the conflicts that are going on in the world, we could be full of despair. Maybe we don't think we can make a difference at all. And as we put our unity principles into practice and truly own that we are co-creating with God our life's experience, that our thoughts are impacting our life and even those around us, we shift the way our personal world is seen in our eyes. It works when we work it, my friends. It works if we work it for a positive impact. It actually works all the time. The law works. It's a spiritual law. Whether we're thinking negative thoughts or whether we're thinking uplifting thoughts, it is going to work. This is how it's going to impact our lives. So if we want Unity of Hagerstown to grow, to thrive, to be a resource for the greater community, we are called really to put our unity principles into practice. It's not just the Board of Trustees who's called to do that. It's not just the minister who's called to do that. The community coming together can create something that makes a difference, holding a vision of what we are here to do. You know, the community is made up of individuals, right? So that means we are all called to live the truth we know, live the teachings, hold the vision, doing the inner work to bring what we may have repressed to the light so that we can be healed, continuing to grow in understanding, perhaps looking at spiral dynamics and seeing how we may have left a few wonderful attributes behind in the memes we've gone through. And I love that you are here today, okay? And from my own personal experience, it takes more than a Sunday morning to shift my thoughts and to change my world. We grow through our spiritual practices, a regular practice of prayer and meditation. And many of you have a practice already, so the invitation is maybe to deepen it. If you don't have a practice, it's time to perhaps to put that practice in place. 5 minutes a day can grow into 10 minutes a day, can grow into 15 minutes a day. We continue to grow through reflection and through journaling, through taking classes and book discussions, through service, through coming to the breakfast for the beloved community as well, so that we can really focus on how we grow as a community. And we do these things, all of these practices, in order to move away from that trance state, that state of kind of hypnotic sleepwalking, if you will, in which we forget who we are. We walk around thinking that we're isolated, or that we're not worthy, or whatever it is. You can fill in the blank, you know. We begin with our spiritual practices to learn that we are pretty awesome, that there is a wonder within us that shines brightly. I bought a t-shirt at Unity Village. It says, "My spirit sparkles." I wanted to get one for all of you. Yeah. So we do this we do those spiritual practices in order to make a difference in our life, in order to make a difference in our community and in our world. And I use that word, order, very deliberately, because it is the power of order that is within each of us. The thoughts that we are holding will manifest in our world, particularly the thoughts that may be hidden deep that we're not aware of. You ever wonder if trouble follows you? There might be something there. I don't know. Okay. So the good news is that we can heal those thoughts that may keep us feeling limited or isolated or separated from God, separated from each other. We can heal those thoughts and come back into that place of knowing that we are one spirit, one love, one community, one God. Okay. But we got to do the work. I mean, that's what it is. But, you know, maybe we should reframe that. We got to do the play. Yeah, how's that? Yeah. So in Matthew 13, verses 1 through 9, we read, "That same day Jesus went out of the house and sat by the lake. Such large crowds gathered around him that he got into a boat and sat in it, while all the people stood on the shore. Then he told them many things in parables, saying, a farmer went out to sow his seed. As he was scattering the seed, some fell along the path, and the birds came and ate it up. Some fell on the rocky places where it did not have much soil. They sprang up quickly because the soil was shallow, but when the sun came up, the plants were scorched, and they withered because they had no root. Other seed fell among thorns, which grew up and choked the plants. Still other seed fell on good soil, where it produced a crop, 100, 60, or 30 times what was sown. Whoever has ears, let them hear, he ends it with. Our elder brother was pretty wise. Some will hear the spiritual principles that we teach, which we may know from personal and collective experiences, work, and then promptly forget them. Perhaps it's not the time for them. Some will hear the teachings and feel the truth in them, and yet never develop a practice to deepen their understanding. Some will not put them into practice, but be haunted by self-esteem issues or insecurity or fear, never realizing that these are the thoughts that are choking out the truth of who we are. And others, my friend, will take that seed idea of truth, of knowing we are more powerful than what we can even imagine, of knowing that we are pretty awesome spiritual beings, that we're held in divine mind as perfect and whole, and they will produce a crop bigger than they even think. Reverend Raymond Anderson tells us this can only become a realized experience when we start to actualize God more than we theorize God. Another good quote. So we take the time to maybe set the books aside for a while. It's great to have the intellectual understanding, but we have to have that practice as well. We set aside the agenda, set aside the books, and we practice the presence of God within. Ernest Holmes tells us to practice the presence of God is to awaken within us the Christ consciousness. So I learned something else at Unity Village. Well, actually, I relearned it because I bet all of you learned it at one time too. And it's a little geometry. Unexpected, right? But here's what I relearned. A tangent is a line that only touches one point on the outside of the circle, right? If the circle symbolizes our spiritual awakening or practicing the presence of God, the tangent might be one who has a religious or a spiritual experience but decides to go off in a different direction, okay? And maybe it's just not the right time for them. Now, an arc, and don't laugh at my arc, that was the only graphic I could find. Looks like a bad toupee, doesn't it? An arc, in connection with a circle, is always on the outside, going from between 2 points on the outside, never getting into the center, always skirting the depths, if you will, of spirituality. But a diameter, yes, goes straight through the center. This is one whose life has changed by these truth principles. This is one whose world has changed by shifting their thoughts through regular spiritual practices. So on the flight home from the village, there was a little girl behind me. And yes, she did kick the seat a little bit, but that's not where I'm going with this. I didn't mind that. She was so cute. She was about 3 or 4, I don't know how old she was. But as the plane taxied out to the runway, I could hear her looking out the window. I had a window seat too. I could hear her saying, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. repeatedly until finally the plane lifted off and she goes, 3, 2, 1, take off. And in a way, I feel as though perhaps this community has been saying 3, 2, 1 for a while. But I believe we are ready for takeoff. We are putting into place a new vision, new mission statement, new core values after our workshop, and that will be our upcoming series on those. And we are doing the work through the Creating a Beloved Community workshop and other classes, Breakfast with the Beloved Community. If you're not taking the workshop, this is where you can find out what we're doing and bring it into your life as well. The shadow work, the spirodynamic study. We are ready for takeoff. Free. We are liberated from stinking thinking. 2, we are ready to head to our vision. 1, we know on a cellular level and as shown in our lives that we are one. We are one love, one spirit, one community, one in God. So there's a place on the campus of Unity Village, which is actually one of my favorites. It's a modest, small, maybe 20 feet by 20 feet little place outside, just out on the outside of a parking lot, easy to overlook. It's called Myrtle's Grove. It's a very peaceful spot. It has 14 catalpa trees on the perimeter, has 5 benches. It has inscribed rocks, or boulders, I guess I should say, in it as well. And according to Unity Archives, it was created by Rick Fillmore, Myrtle's son, in honor of Myrtle, because that is where she liked to meditate. The grove was planted sometime in the 1930s, and one of the boulders that really spoke to me, and I wish I had taken a picture, but it wasn't until I was reflecting about the trip that I thought about this, had this statement on it: I am open to God's gift of supply. I am open to God's gift supply. It reminded me that no matter what, it's me that prevents that gift coming through. It's the things that I have blocked. Maybe I've blocked the love. Maybe I've blocked the friendship. Maybe I've blocked harmony in my life or in my relationships. Maybe I've blocked abundance coming through. I have blocked it. And we, as a community, have the power to be open as well, as Unity of Hagerstown, open to that gift of supply here and now. I am the only one that can keep my good from me. We, as a community, are the only ones who can keep our good from us. So as we move into a time of meditation, I'm going to first have maybe a minute of guided meditation just to prepare us, and then move into a 5-minute video of Myrtle's Grove with beautiful music in the background. Now, if you prefer to meditate with your eyes closed, that's fine. You can always go to YouTube later and look at it. But if you like having a visual as a focus, and if you've never had a visual as a focus during meditation, this might be a good time to try it. After the video, we'll come back to this affirmation. I am open to God's gift of supply, just to let it really sink in. Before we start, though, let's all say that together. Together, I am open to God's gift of supply. Yes, indeed. So let's go ahead and adjust our positions if we need to. And this time, I'm not inviting you to close your eyes. I'm just inviting you to gaze down on the floor, because you may want to lift your eyes up to see the picture of Myrtle's Grove, the video of Myrtle's Grove. We're going to begin just by doing a head to toe check, beginning with the scalp, allowing the scalp to relax, to soften, the brow to unfurrow, Allow the cheeks to relax and the jaw. Moving to the back of the neck, we allow whatever tension is being held there to be released. Allowing the shoulders to come down just a little bit more. Whatever weight we're carrying, just let that go. Moving our attention down our arms, letting everything relax. The wrists, the hands, the fingers. And then our torso, and in between the shoulder blades, along the back, wherever those tension spots are. In the front of the torso, let the belly relax. And then down the legs, the thighs, the knees, the calves, the ankles, the feet. I'm relaxed and open. And as we begin this video, allow the peaceful scene and the peaceful music to keep you centered. As we continue to sit in the silence, I want you to center yourself once more if need be, and silently affirm, I am open to God's gift of supply. If I'm feeling fearful, particularly about the bombing in Iran, I let go of the fear and know that there is a gift of peace, boundless peace within me that I can call on. If I'm feeling financially restricted, I let go of the thoughts of limitation and open to the gift of abundance, knowing that God is my source. That source is within me. If I'm experiencing conflict in a relationship, I let go of any resentment or unforgiveness and open to that gift of love within me, never ending, all-encompassing love. If I'm unsure of my next steps and need clarity, I open to the gift of wisdom. I am open to God's gift of supply, here and now. And as we continue to sit comfortably, restfully, I invite Patty and Brent to lead us in the next song.
There's a new church on the horizon, made of light, not of stone, calling out to all creation, you are not alone. Lions and lambs, saints and sinners, best of friends, enemies, woman and man, losers and winners, they're all in you and me. We are one heart, looking for answers. We are one soul, finding our way through the dark. One dream we share together. We are all a part of one heart. Out in the cold, there are faces hidden by the wind and rain. Hold out your hand, someone will take it and bring you home again. We are one heart, looking for answers. We are one soul, finding our way through the dark. One dream we share together. We are all a part of one heart. Around the world tonight, all the fires are burning. Tears fall from the sky, and still this world keeps on turning. We are one heart, looking for answers. We are one soul, finding our way through the dark. One dream we together. We are all a part. We are one heart, looking for answers. We are one soul, finding our way through the dark. One dream we share together. We are all a part of one heart. We are all a part of one heart.
Thank you, thank you. So beautiful. I'm going to invite you to take your butterflies or your tithes and offerings as we bless them. The butterflies symbolizing a gift may be given if you give monthly or online. So together, divine love expressing through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I am. And I give thanks that it is so. Now we have music.
I'm thankful for the morning that brings me a brand new day. I'm thankful for all the good that always comes my way. I'm thankful for all I am and all that I can do. Oh, sweet spirit, I can only thank you. I have gratitude. I have so much gratitude. I count my blessings every single day. I have gratitude. I have so much gratitude. There is only one thing left for me to say. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. I thank you, thank you, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. I thank you, thank you, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you. I'm thankful for the little light that shines inside of me. I'm thankful I can share it with everyone I see. I'm thankful for the joy and love, all I know is true. Oh, sweet spirit, I can only thank you. I have gratitude. I have so much gratitude. I count my blessings every single day. I have gratitude. I have so much gratitude. There is only one thing left for me to say. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. I thank you, thank you, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. I thank you, thank you, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you. I thank you, thank you, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you.
Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, okay, so as always, we do have a few announcements. This is the craft that we are going to be making with our dinner and craft. Isn't that just adorable? I mean, this is for our fundraiser, the Christmas market. Patty is leading us in how to make these little snow people. And if you have, go ahead.
If you have like old sweaters, see like the one old hat, when you have the old sweaters and you cut up and make little hats and scarves, you can do that. If
Yeah.
you don't, that's okay.
Yeah, and there is a sign-up sheet going around for that. We do need to have you sign up. There's $10 to cover the meal. It's a vegetarian, very light meal, but delicious. So if you're interested, please sign up so we have a count. And then also on Saturday, Adopt a Highway is happening. I think we have like a half a dozen people signed up so far, which is wonderful. And if you're interested in helping that, there's a sign-up sheet in the foyer. I did not pass that around this time. And then our potluck is happening next Sunday. Yes, we are a little food-oriented here, okay? Potluck is next Sunday, and then afterwards is the celebration of summer dance workshop, which is easy choreography that can be modified for anybody. Candace has been doing these dance workshops for probably at least 10 years, and she is a pro at it. There's meditation in it as well, and you always feel so accomplished when you get it. It's like, hey, I can do that. I'm a dancer. Yeah. And then coming up, we have our 4th of July sale, and there are volunteer opportunities also going up around on a sign-up sheet. And if you have any questions about what those opportunities are, check with Mary Nye. And yep, she's in the back there waving her hand, our board president. And if you can only maybe volunteer for half, whatever you can do is always appreciated. And then Soup Kitchen, another sign-up sheet going around. This is something that we have been helping with at Zion Reformed United Church of Christ, for going on 5 years now. The Soup Kitchen itself has been in place for 40 years. And when I found out that they needed a little bit of help, I thought that would be a great service project for this community. Whether you can help serve or you can help provide, some of the food that we serve. Typically, the protein is provided by Zion, but we do everything else. So whatever you can do, as always, is appreciated. Dinner and movie, that's coming up in July. There's a flyer that will give you more information about this. This is Wolf's Message is the name of the documentary, and I'm excited by this. You have to just read about it, okay, without me talking about it. And then if you are able to and willing to help move all the chairs today, because Unity is hosting a HARC event here later on this week, so we need to move all the chairs. The HARC board retreat will be happening here. Okay.
If you're coming to the
Oh,
women's group today, we're going to be downstairs in the conference room. There's stairs and an elevator upstairs on the left.
yeah, so we can set up for the board retreat.
Say 12:15 or so.
Thank you.
Then do it.
Yes, thank you, Amy, and I apologize for forgetting that. And now we're going to say goodbye to our virtual friends. We love you. We bless you. We see the light that you are, and we are so appreciative of your being here with us, part of this community.